Have you ever been called an unfortunate European before? Or perhaps a white Nigerian? Or what are those very funny names that people do call? Because I mean that actually deal with race. Basically, some persons with albinism also sometimes they actually they actually pretend not to be actual black. I'm talking of people albinos that are from this part of the world. Basically, maybe they travel out, and because of course they have white skin, they can easily just tint their hair just like you're doing right now, looking like a Korean goddess, stuff like that. So basically, I think it's a two-way thing. Basically, not just like you said, also how people perceive you and how you also see yourself, basically, and it might also be an escape for some persons. I mean, people that because I have white skin and I look a certain way, people might not necessarily know who I am, where I am from. They can easily just, take up a new identity and stuff like that, even if that does not do any good in promoting inclusivity and stuff like that. For instance, TJ Amin, in one of his interviews, he said that, TJ is a vox pop
Okay.
person. He hosts red carpet, stuff like that. He's a music person, music executive, stuff like that. When he traveled to the UK, when he tell people that he's Nigerian, people are like surprised, like they're shocked. You get Nigerians are meant to be black people. You get so stuff like that, basically.
So
okay, go on, please.
I think we live in this part of the world where I would not say a lot of people are still ignorant, or like there's not much awareness yet. So I've had instances where most times when I go out, it's like every day you go out and you just see one or two people asking you, "Oh, are you Nigerian? Oh, this you look white." Some people even tell you she's Oyinbo. Oh no, she's Afi. Oh no, this one is Nigerian Oyinbo. There's a lot of tags.
There's one very crazy name someone called me. You're Yoruba, right?
Yeah.
So I went to get groceries in a store, and then the lady's son is afraid of me. He was running away. I don't know why. It was for some reasons that I don't understand. And it's not the first child
I've
like
had
that.
too.
Was running away, and then they were like, come and carry him. And then when I was about leaving, some white men, like Americans, were inside a car. They were moving, and she made a statement. She was like, Afin Gidi, what do they call, like, when something is original or something?
I guess Afin Gidi Lele. They can even be like Afin Gidi Lele, more like, okay,
Oyinbo Gidi
Oyinbo
Lele.
Gidi,
I like
yes.
Oyinbo.
Yes.
Oyinbo Panty.
There's this term and phrase. I think some of us, we have it very good. Maybe probably I'll say people with good skin, nice face. Some of the people with the albinism. Why? So when they see people that they assume to have that, okay, nice skin, there's no much freckles or something like that, then they just tend to tag you, Oyinbo Gidi. Oh, your own albino is.
Oyinbo Gidi
You're not even going
sounds
to
very
hear.
wrong.
You're not even going to hear albinism or so. They just say, oh, your own Afin is really nice. Oh, your own Oyinbo, And it's part of, I lived in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos. So this part of, I think we have more of Yoruba people here, though we have everybody, but you see more of, you are at the bus park, you just, oh, your own is, Afin Gididele, yo. This one, this Oyinbo is good. Our own skin, there's no distance. So you just things like that.
So basically, some people do not believe that we are Nigerians.
I think most of them know, but they just still want to tag you as they believe that we are their own Oyinbo. Some of them,
like
their
Nigerians,
own white
just like
Nigerian.
we have black Americans.
Yeah, some of them do. Why some of them will just be like, some of them can even ask you, oh no, you don't even look like Nigerian. Some of them will tell you, just go abroad, and you are not
like
even
this,
going to.
This weather no fits you. Go
Yes,
abroad.
just go abroad. That's what they'll just tell you. So, but I think they know. I've had instances where I'll just be going and some people just say, "Oh, so this one is Obo." No, they'll say this one is Nigerian. When
Do you
you
know
go,
what's coming
they'll
to my
have to tell
head?
you just put
Nobody's gonna
Nigerian.
know. How would they know? They're gonna know. How would they know? Like, it's very funny. I feel like there are persons with albinism that you might not be able to tell if they are actually albinos or not. I get that a lot,
Yes.
especially when I go out. People come to me and they ask me, "Are you an albino?" Especially for the ones that know what albinism is
Yeah.
and how because of their monotony in looks, they see you that this one is looking different. It's not the regular. Are you an albino or you get? And for us that have fake accents too, so it just makes matters interesting. Now, talking about gender, it sounds, how does it sound? Sound crazy to you?
Kind of.
Because I know that there are some persons with albinism that ladies that people say, this person is not, they don't think she's feminine because of her albinism. Basically, some persons think that you need to be a certain way for you to be feminine, and albinism is not one of it.
Yeah, I think it has to do with people thinking you need to more of attractiveness and feminism. Okay, you need to be attractive, you need to have this so look. There's a particular way, there's this stereotype of how people should look, particularly a lady, how a lady should look, there's just this definition of their own beauty and feminism that you're supposed to have. And I think, though I've not really had my own, honestly, I can't
Experience
really
about
relate
that.
in that
I mean, it
aspect.
has a link with people that say that albinos are asexual or unattractive. There are some persons that think that
Yes.
albinos are asexual, and I'm
Yes,
like,
yes.
come on, come
Yes.
on,
Why there are some people that think albinos are
unattractive
unattractive. There are also some people that still have this fetish.
for albino for
Yes.
light skinned people. Let me not even say for person with albinism, because
Yes.
I've actually experienced that a lot in my
So
DMs on social media, and I'm like, I don't like when someone is obsessed about my complexion. I don't think I would want to be in a relationship with someone that is obsessed about my complexion. Don't love me because I'm light skinned. Let me just say I'm a person with albinism, because obviously, if you like me because I'm this light skinned, you can go for someone else that is lighter than me. Obviously, because
definitely.
there are different kind of albinism. There are some
Yeah.
just like you. I think you are plenty shades lighter than I am. So if someone is liking me for my skin tone, it means they are going to overlike someone else that is lighter than me, and even get married the next day to someone that is lighter than the both of us that the person has met in past. So
Yeah.
it's really crazy how people will just be obsessed with someone because of their skin tone. And I don't know, have you had such experience? Have you had such
A lot.
crush and
A lot. Sometimes I'm even very, like, more of a little bit scared or something, because a lot of people just meet you and you can just tell that some of them, they just want to be, whichever relationship, whether friendship, relationship, they just want to get close to you because
they want to knock you? No, say it. They want to knock you. There are plenty of they are predators.
so
They are finding person with albinism that they want to come and knock. And it's
definitely
really not cool. They feel like, because melanin girls I've said it countless times, are chocolate. They want to taste vanilla,
so, and you even be passing sometimes and you hear nasty comments like, "Oh, what's she going to look like?" Honestly, it's just crazy.
A comment I did a shoot a few years back, half nude shoot, not completely nude. You could not see some things that you're not supposed to see, but you saw some things that I was willing to show. And one nasty, naughty, uncultured girl just said something in the comment section. She was like, "And your prick no dey strong. It can be soft." And I'm like, are you Kilele? what is this? Their prick, no, they. How many of their prick you don't see? How many of their prick you don't experience? Where they talk, say you have generalized it, say their prick.
A lot of them don't
Can
know.
they
A
solve?
lot of them have not seen
This
anything.
is a girl, oh.
They don't
I'm
know
not even talking about
anything.
because it's a two-way thing. Girls, guys, the same way guys want
Have
to go
it,
for girls.
yes,
The
yes,
girls
yes.
they are. Just a few days ago, I was complaining that this girl was just sending me a number on my comment section, not even DM. Like some people are that loosed. Say if I post now, she's there. Please send me a comment. I've seen it. I don't want to send you. I don't want to send you. So the same way people feel like we are unattractive, person with albinism are unattractive,
Yes.
is the same way, I can say it for a fact, many people would do anything to have persons with albinism. Not just in their bed, though, as their life partner, as their friends. Yes, there are many persons that have come to me, I would like to be your friend. And it's just because of how I look, I perceive like, or I know for a fact that it's because of how I look. Oh, it's different. They were like, diversity, that is the spice of life. Biko. Diversity is the spice of life. So, I mean, and that is why there's SYV podcast. That's why we are spreading the narrative of what albinism is. You need to see albinism for what it truly is, the sophisticated version of albinism. Come on, look at Tommy B now. No, look at you. Did you see yourself in the mirror today?
Thank you.
You are pretty. I'm not even. She knows. You know. I was about to say I know they joke. No, be life. You know, fine. You know, you are fine.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I don't understand why someone would not say this kind of person is unattractive. A lot of people need to go back to KGO because I don't understand. I'm talking about sexuality. Some people would just base your sexuality based on how you look.
Yeah, looks. To some people, let's not generalize it. It's just based on your look. So to them, they just feel like, okay, you look a certain way, you're attractive.
Now, I would like to use myself as a scapegoat or maybe an example. I don't even know what I'm going to call it. Now, persons that come on my comment section and ask me, are you gay? Now, I'm beginning to think that it might not necessarily be. This is the first time I'm thinking it. It might not necessarily be because of, why would they even think I am gay? The fact that I am a model or how I carry myself. Or they just want to project themselves upon me. So I'm now thinking that it might also be because of my albinism. I mean, this topic is just opening my insights to it because there are people that just categorize. And again, there was one man that asked me a question one time. Have you seen albinos that are gay? Like person with albinism that are gay? And I'm like, that's the first time I'm asking. I'm
sure
hearing it.
People like that,
I'm like,
actually.
Definitely. I mean, it's these things that we're trying to explore and say intersection of albinism. The truth is there is albinism, which is a genetic condition, and there is all of these things. And because of your skin color is sexuality, identity, everything. No, it's not a one package thing. Do you get? It's not be follow come because you are an albino, it means you're unattractive, or because you're an albino, it means you're attractive. There's albinism quite all right. So people should not attach albinism to plenty things. Sure you get. So I don't understand what's happening. I really do not understand what's happening.
I think what people should know too, basically is that, okay, because someone is with albinism doesn't mean they are not human too. Sometimes I just have to tell people, see, I'm just like you. Maybe, okay, sometimes I can't go under the sun. Sometimes, most times I can't go under the sun without my umbrella or sunscreen. And, okay, I'm short-sighted too. That's like the two major things I see that makes us different. And aside that, if you feel like you can be gay, then a person with albinism can also decide to be gay. If you feel like you can... what's it called? You can be the kind of person that you can be homosexual, bisexual, whichever
also
one.
You can escape your true race.
That's
for
it.
People, for black, because not only because a person gets white skin. There are some black people that would go outside the country and claim to be what they are not also.
Yes, we have them.
It's a criminal case, so don't link albinism with criminality. Do not do that. Do not do that. It doesn't make sense.
I think we are just human. And
Yes, humans, first of all. And every human has a right to life and a right to choice.
Yes.
Do you get? Except the ones that we do not have a choice, or it was not our choice. Something like race, now not be we choose them. They born us for hair. Now why would they here? So they born us with albinism. Now why we get albinism? No, I didn't say Baba God I want to be an albino, but I think albinism is beautiful, and in my next life, if there is anything like that, I don't mind coming as a person with albinism, because my albinism is so hot. Yes, I said what I said. All right. Let's go straight down into the next segment of the show, which is actually the myth bunking. So we're going to be saying some myths, and we're going to be debunking them. Now, the first one is people with albinism can't drive or pilot aircraft. What do you think?
I think they should be able to, though I am sure the reason why we have that myth is because of the short-sighted. So, but we have glasses too, and there's this, we have this small telescope, I guess, or yeah.
I know a lot of persons with albinism that drive. Me, I have anxiety. I'm not going to lie. I do not drive. I want to learn it because of my profession requires that I drive, but I still have anxiety. But I'm going to learn how to drive, and I'm going to drive within my estate, but I'm not going to drive long distance. It is a choice. It is not because of my albinism. Now, anxiety, albinos were not born with anxiety. You get? So I know a lot of albinos that drive. And yes, albinos can pilot an aircraft. If they can drive, they can pilot an aircraft.
Yeah.
Because there are adaptive things you could do, there are correctional things, there's medical, there's technology, there's a lot of possibilities. Yes. The second one is albinism is exclusive to certain ethnic or racial groups. just like in line with our topic.
No.
Yes, no.
Just the same way we have albinism here in Nigeria, we have them all over the world. I mean, I'm following some of them.
Let me see. I think we'll get there. Go on.
I mean, I'm following some of them on Instagram, and actually, sometimes I won't blame people for having this myth, actually, because even personally, as someone with albinism, it took me a while to actually know who I am. Why am I like this? Why am I different from other people? It took me a lot of research and all. So as time goes on, I started seeing people. You see people in American, and you just see there's some
like your co-models.
Definitely. So you see a lot, and I even have some of them I'm following on Instagram.
Beautiful.
You see a lot.
On to the next one. So sorry to okay, no. Myth bunking. That one is for the next segment. Now the next myth bunking is people with albinism have shorter life expectancy.
No.
It sounds funny. You know why it sounds funny? There's another myth again. You see that these people they go contradict the myths. Like people just say anything.
Anything that comes to their mind.
Anything. There's another myth that they know they see albino obituary anywhere. I've had that one 1,000 times.
Yeah, I think I've had that too.
Say they know they see albino. Say we live almost forever and then we disappear. We do not die. Yeah?
No.
Plenty times that person with albinism, they know they buy. Say that they disappear, they vanish, go back. Because of course they think that albinos are punished.
We are supernatural humans.
So we just disappear and go back to where they think we are coming from. So no, person with albinism, although we are prone to skin cancer. Yes, that for sure. But there are a lot of, medical attention you can give to yourself, you can give to your skin, and adaptive measures that can actually make you live a normal life.
Hearing all the myths now, I think they actually have a little bit of idea, then they just exaggerate it.
I think they have no idea at all.
For this one, I want to believe because they know that.
Don't be surprised
people with
that
albinism.
don't be surprised that the people that came up with this myth don't know that albinos are prone to skin cancer. I know where you're going to. Don't say it. It might not be.
Maybe,
and even if it is,
maybe not.
You ain't no say person they get skin cancer. People know they survive and she not only persons with albinism they get skin cancer. Please educate me, enlighten me.
Honestly.
Brush me, give me insights. All right, that is all for our mid-bunking. Let's go over to our Q&A. Now, there are people who send us questions, and if you are watching right now and you have questions you would like to ask, you can use the hashtag SYV podcast, and you can also send us a DM at SYV podcast. Also, you can reach out to me on my personal, social media, which is at IamProsperLight or ProsperLight, depending on the platform you're reaching out to. Ask your questions, leave your questions in the comment section, use the hashtag SYV podcast, and of course, we'll be reviewing and answering those questions there on the show. Now, the first question: have you ever felt like hiding or changing who you are? This is coming from Toyosi. For you, that took a lot for you to discover who you are.
Yes, okay. At some point, I think I've had cases where I'll go on my phone and just check, how can I get melanin? Because I think, and that was like my, because if you say I lack melanin, then there should be a way to get
melanin. See, this thing. Remember, something comes to my mind right now. There's one product they invited us to come. They invited us, so they even reach out to me because I've always been very active with Social Crusade. So okay. I used to organize albinos hangouts and a whole lot of stuff like that. Do you get? So at one point, someone reached out to me that they have products that are good for us. Let's come. They even give us money. So I brought a few persons there, and they said the product, we need to be taking it every day. The thing will make us tan, thereby giving us artificial melanin.
I've never.
Thank God I was never stupid to use it.
I've never heard down before, but
I collect their money check for pocket. I trade the products.
I've never heard down before, but what I know is okay, then I'll just go on my phone, check, okay, how can I get melanin? Then eventually I gave up. I think this was when I was 18, maybe 13, 14, 15. So I'll just go again, check, because I'm this type of person that I don't like to draw attention to me. But naturally, I'm born to draw attention. Wherever I go to, attention.
Exactly. Your skin color announce you.
And
it announces who you are.
I'm just this type of person. I just want to, let me just go somewhere, and I don't even care if you see me or not.
And
I just
for
want
those
to
that
do my
hide yourself, please come out of your closet. Don't hide.
I just want to do my thing, but eventually I realized that this is my skin. This is my superpower. In fact, this is beautiful. What makes me stand out.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to wear it. I'm going to come out. In fact, when I step out, all attention should be on me. If it's not on me, then we have a problem.
Body. Nice one.
So if that's eventually, I started checking more about myself. Okay, how can I help myself more? And I don't even want to. There are so many images. There's this when you go on Google and you check albinism. There's this image they just portray. The image is not always pleasing. Most times. So I'm just like, okay, no, I want to stand out. Even being an albinism, being a person with albinism, I have to be unique. So eventually, I love myself. In fact, I will not trade my skin for anything because I have a lot of privileges.
Tell them. They don't, the place they know every year. Maybe they open their ear, maybe they hear. They don't know.
So there's a lot.
Because of time, let's go to the next question. The next question here. Now, the person is saying, what advice would you give to parents of children with albinism? This is from Uju.
I think they really need to, thank God for SYV podcast now. They need to follow a lot more on maybe
tune in
news,
to new episodes.
Yes.
Everything you need is here.
Yes, everything you need.
Subscribe to our podcast.
You just need more knowledge. Because when you know...
Love your child.
Yes.
Teach your child to love him or herself.
Yeah,
that's the first
that's
one.
Important.
Because the self-love and the family love is what you need.
And you even need to have self-love for people to be able to love you.
Maybe you go tell them again. Now, the third question is, so sorry to disturb your DM. Don't worry, you're not disturbing my DM, darling. Love your content always. Keep it up. I just want to ask about cream you using on your skin. This is from Olamide.
That should be like the most asked questions.
Right?
Because
something pertaining to skin.
You can just be okay, and people will be like, no, she's using a special cream. Oh, this one must be money. This one, like, as you're saying, I don't touch her because she's money. There's a lot that is going, that your parents, or maybe she's spending on herself or something like that. They assume you have a special cream, but I don't use anything, honestly.
Exactly. That's like the most asked questions. I'm not even going to lie about the skin. People just want to be sure of what product to use, and stuff like that.
Yes. So they want to know if you have a special cream because they believe, okay, because you are a person with albinism, you are this light skin, you have to have a particular product you are using. And I'll just be like, no.
I think that over time, you have been used. For you that you are very concerned about skincare or cream, you must have used several products. I think you should just stick to the one that works for you, because I'm not going to recommend any product. I don't think I have any recommendations for you, really. I don't have. Are there any recommendations for persons with albinism cream?
No.
I can also make findings and maybe revisit the question. Wow, it has been a very amazing show. Thank you so much, Tommy, for coming around. Thank you so much for coming.
Here.
I enjoyed every bit of it. Thank you for all the vibes and all the, all the real life experience. I mean, no one tells a story better than the victor. There's a popular saying, no one tells a story better than a victim. But because we are triumphant, I like to say no one tells a story better than the victor. And there you have it, guys. Till we meet again, it's a bye-bye from me to you. Bye-bye.